Hey guys, how's it going? So today Microsoft released the new Windows 10 operating system. I'd just like to say a few first impressions on the new operating system. This isn't exactly a full review, but just my impressions on it. So firstly, we have a newly designed taskbar right over here. It's pretty interesting. So there's a new color to it and some new icons, as you can see, and that's due to the new programs out there, and also total refresh and operating system design. And so we've got this Cortana bar, more on that later. And wait, what's this? It's a new start menu. So this is pretty amazing because in Windows 8, it was criticized as highly complex because it had a huge start screen and nobody was ready for that. Windows 8, in my opinion, was out like far from the year 2012. It was like aiming at touch-oriented devices in 2030, whatever. Anyways, so this is a really nice blend. So we brought back the start screen, but at the same time, this is a blend of Windows 8 features and old Windows 7 features. So hear me out when I say that. Here we've got the tiles. Those were common on the Windows 8 start screen. Thankfully, Microsoft didn't make these tiles take up the entire screen this time around. I found that really annoying in Windows 8. To the left, we can see most of the used apps. So these are the ones that are commonly used or most frequently used, recently added. And of course, we have shortcuts to the most pivotal parts of the operating system, including the File Explorer, Settings menu, Power Options, which by the way has a nice little menu when you click it now, and also an All Apps menu. So when you click the All Apps menu, you have this nicely organized alphabetical list of apps, and I find this pretty neat. So if I really use an app like, let's say, uTorrent over here, which I don't really use that much, but some people do. So if I really use it a lot, I can actually pin to the taskbar. And there, I've got an icon on the taskbar. So now, if I really want to use that app, all I've got to do is click this icon over here instead of going to Start Menu and All Apps. So I think that that's a nice feature. And Microsoft also has some new apps integrated into the operating system. I won't go over them much because, well, I just can't say much on them. I'm not much of a Microsoft app enthusiast, though I will say that it does look much better than the previous Microsoft apps pre-installed on Windows 8. And this is the new Mail application, and so Microsoft also has a Maps application. I don't plan on using that, by the way. I use Google Maps and Google Earth anyway, so whatever, we probably all do. So, uh, uh, and also one of the new things that I really like is the new calculator. So Microsoft's new calculator is amazing. So usually, so it's still got one of those all the standard functions that Microsoft's calculator used to have, the standard modes such as standard okay, that's weird because I said standard a couple of times, but whatever. Standard, scientific, programmer, but it's also got these interesting new converter modes. So apparently I can convert milliliters to teaspoons and teaspoons to milliliters, cubic centimeters, and I also have the ability to do length calculations, weight and mass calculations, temperature calculations. So this operating system, as you can already see, is aimed not just towards general users, but also people in science, people who are very goal-oriented, people who do calculations. So I really like this operating system so far because this Windows 10 can actually be applied to many different uses, and that's what I really like about it. So all in all, we can tell Microsoft has done a good job with a long-needed refresh of the Windows operating system. One thing that people should note is that the Windows Store app, which is right here, this used to take up the entire screen, and I hated it. Of course, that's not unlike a lot of the Windows 8 apps anyways, but now it's actually conveniently placed inside a window, and you can enlarge it the way you want to, and there's my profile. And I really like the fact that Microsoft took notes and redesigned their apps so to fit the user's needs. That really shows how much Microsoft cares in creating technology that its customers need and its customers also want. So that's amazing. So Microsoft's new integration strategy obviously requires for the ability to sync data across all your devices, which is why Microsoft has created a program called Phone Companion, which allows you to sync your Windows, Android, or iOS devices to your computer and share files with your computer. So this is pretty amazing. Phone Companion. I should state that I haven't personally tried this yet. However, I probably will, and just to give you a reason why. Long time back, I went to Quail Valley Middle School, and I had a habit of leaving my assignments at home. So maybe I was supposed to print out this book report or something one time, and I was supposed to take it to school, and every time I forgot I forgot to take it to school, I would always have a 10-point penalty. Now, forget about those days of 10-point penalties because you have the ability of saving and syncing all your data to the cloud, which allows you to access all your data, all your files through from any computer, any phone, and any electronic device that connects to the internet. So I really like this new strategy. Keep it up, Microsoft. So this is amazing. Um, so as I said, Microsoft has also placed a Cortana search bar at the bottom of the taskbar, located right here. It's interesting. Um, if you have a microphone, you can use it to give Cortana voice commands and search using your voice. Essentially, Microsoft has made a Google Now for your PC. Let me give you a demonstration. Who is Barack Obama? And yeah, it brings up the web results. I don't like Bing, but okay, whatever, Microsoft. So yeah, I think that this is a step in the right direction. Also, something that Google Now and Siri has been doing in a long time. Start Edge. Damn, sorry. That was a mistake. Start Edge.
Sure. Starting Microsoft Edge.
And this conveniently allows me to start an application. So, moving on. That brings me to my next topic, Microsoft Edge. This is Microsoft's new attempt at competing against Chrome, Firefox, and Opera. As we all know, the last attempt failed, like, so badly. Microsoft, what was up with Windows Internet Explorer? That's just ridiculous. It crashed on me so many times. It's just, I can't, no comment. So let's hope you did well, Microsoft, with the new Microsoft Edge. To be honest, I can't really judge the performance of the browser as of right now, though so far it's been pretty snappy. I like the new design of the browser, really. It's more like the 2015 design, and if I ever want to, let's say, go to a site, google.com, www.google.com, and I want to share this site, okay, who wants to share Google? Everyone knows it. I have the option of clicking the share button, and I get this pane that allows me to share. But my most favorite feature is definitely the new ability to annotate web pages. So, to give you a demonstration of this, let's go to Wikipedia. As you guys probably know, I am an 11th grader entering the 12th grade, so this functionality will definitely help me. Let's say I love computer science, so I want to know more on computer science. Okay, but Wikipedia is not the best resource, but whatever. So now I actually have the ability to annotate this. So I can make a web note. The different options are really neat. I can drag to copy a region. And so that's essentially like copying an image. And I have the ability to draw, to write, so I can say, cool, okay, I don't know why you do that when you're studying. And I can erase all this text if I want to. I have the ability to highlight, so let's say computer science is a scientific and practical approach to computation and its applications. Okay. Finally, I have the ability to write notes. So these are personal notes. I could just say, computer science seems nice, possible major. Yeah, and it is a possible major, by the way. So yeah, that's nice. So I really like this new design, and I have the ability to save all of this too, to OneNote, to my favorites, or to my reading list, and I can send a picture of the page using an email. I'm not going to do that because I'm pretty sure everyone knows about computer science, or at least what it is, I hope. So yeah, the final feature that I like is really the task view. I can't just, like, there isn't a word that describes how much I love this task view, except that it's kind of late. So here we have 4 different windows. Now, we all know that we had this on Windows 7 and Windows 8. We've had this on even Windows Vista. So why are you talking about this, Debarshi? Well, look, take a look down here. We have this new things. What is it? It says Desktop 1 and Desktop 2. And on the right here, we can add a new desktop. So this is interesting because I thought I saw this functionality on Linux like years ago. So thanks, Microsoft, for catching on. So essentially, what is this for? So if you are a heavy worker and you have like tons of apps opened at one time, you may want multiple desktops to hold all your apps and organize yourself. So you have the ability to switch between apps, switch between desktops, add new desktops, and conveniently switch back to your original desktop. So Microsoft has done a really good job at allowing us to conveniently organize our information. I gotta say, all in all, Microsoft, you have created a really good looking system. I believe that the new user interface is beneficial to both tablet and desktop users. As you can see, the X buttons and the minimize, maximize buttons, they're all a bit bigger. So this is kind of Microsoft's strategy to have an operating system that works well both on a desktop and a tablet interface. And I think they have a really good start. Now the question is, will Microsoft update its operating system? Change the interface as the years go by, as technology changes. That is what we're looking for. But so far, for those of you who didn't know, Microsoft skipped the 9 version of Windows as an act of symbolism. Windows 8 had so many mixed reviews. There was a lot of negative criticism for its complexity. And Microsoft really wanted to show its users that they were going to create something totally new, totally amazing. And I think, believe it or not, that Microsoft has done a really good job at that. So thank you for all those who have watched this video. And if you enjoyed listening to it, please don't hesitate to like and subscribe. Peace.